journey. This is my weight loss channel. For those of you that know me, are gonna be like, oh my god, Vega has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be like, yes, I have a YouTube channel. For those that are hating, and for the ones that, and for the ones that support me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So the reason why I wanted to do this was because I am tired of being tired. I am tired, like even talking takes a great amount of effort when you are overweight. It's like, it's ridiculous. Well, I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying for myself. I'm talking for myself, right? I'm tired of like going up the stairs and then the third step I'm like huffing and puffing, like waking up every day with some kind of pain. There's not a day that goes by that I do not wake up with pain somewhere in my body, right? Also, just feeling good about yourself. You know, some people be like, oh, just embrace everything that comes with, you know, being chubby, whatever you want to call it, voluptuous. Well, I'm not voluptuous, but I'm just saying, you know. But it's just, I feel like voluptuous is like, you know, boom, boom, boom. Like, no. What I'm saying is, I'm just tired. And another reason, I said, okay, if I do a YouTube channel, then I am responsible, right, for making sure that I'm on track. Why? Because people are watching me, right? And then people are going to be counting on me too, because like, not only this channel is for myself, it's to be able to motivate other people, to have like a friend connection through YouTube with somebody that understands what you're going through. You understand? It's like, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh my god. What is this? Oh, why does it do this? Anyway, really, this is, you know, first time YouTube. Anyway, but like to have a connection, right? And to be able to be like I'm not saying on my part, right? On my part, I'll be like I don't know anybody who's overweight, right? I don't, if I explain to somebody how I feel, or that I'm feeling depressed, or I'm feeling anxious, they're like, just, you know, stop eating this, or go to the gym, or exercise, get on a diet. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, I don't understand what's the problem. The problem is that when you're depressed and when you have anxiety, right, you don't want to do that. And it's not because you can't. It's because it takes a great amount of effort to be able to, you know, exercise and to be able to diet. Because it's like, you wake up every day having such a hard time that it's like, you feel like it's another task. And you're like, oh my goodness. And then there's days where you're like, home run, I'm gonna do this. 3 days pass, you're good. 4th day, and you go right back to boom, 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 right back down the ladder. So I feel making this YouTube channel, we can talk to each other. You okay? Oh, you're not okay? Tell me, talk to me about it. Let's see what we could do together to be able to get through this thing. You don't got nobody to work out with, don't worry about it. We'll do it together on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through the same thing you're going through. Don't worry about it. It has to do with support. And if you have friends who support you no matter what, if you have co-workers, if you have your neighbor, if you have just somebody who you don't even know. There's times where I have worked out in the park and I'm running and they're like, you go, you can do it, you go, you can do it. I'm like, who the hell? Okay. You know, and you're like, yeah. And you running and you're like, I don't even know this person, but give me a little, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is a little nudge for myself and for whoever's watching. Also, so after this little introduction, I'm gonna post my weight and you're gonna see God, how much weight. But so I wanted to say how I got to this point right now. So everybody knows, whoever knows me knows that I was a crossing guard before. And when I was a crossing guard before, this was around, I think, 2017, 2018. I was extremely overweight, right? More than I am now. But I didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it for those years. Until one time, and then like years passed by, and I was looking back. And I think it was like around 2020, something like that. That's when I was working in the hospital. I looked at old pictures, and I was looking at my crossing guard picture, and I said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Oh my God, that is me." I was like, wow, like my stomach. You can see. I'm gonna post a picture. Later on in other videos, so you can see. You'll be like, what the hell? And I didn't even notice it. Like my stomach was out, like out, and I was like, oh my God, like how can you go through life like not even knowing how like your appearance is? But honestly, I'm a kind of person that, well, now I look in the mirror more, but before I did not look in the mirror. Like, oh, but how you got dressed? It's like, yeah, I got dressed, I did my hair, whatever, in the mirror, but it's not those people that look in the mirror and make sure this and that and whatever. Like, they not obsessed, but they like regular people. I couldn't, because I couldn't look in the mirror too long, because I'm like, I couldn't accept the reality of what's going on. So I was like in total denial. Oh, by the way, I got a haircut. Because you can see, I got a haircut. So it's shaved on the sides. I got an undercut. People are gonna be like, what? Vega, are you serious? I don't know if I'm going through a midlife crisis. I don't know. But I just wanted something different. Because, you know, your girl is going bald too. On top of being obese, I'm going bald. Ain't this something? So I said, you know what? Shave it. So I'm going bald right here, and going bald here, and going bald here in two places. Don't ask me why. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if it's a deficiency in vitamins. No idea, because every time I go to the doctor, it's always, you're too young. There's nothing wrong with you. All of your blood work is just fine. And I'm like, are you serious? My legs swell up. I'm losing hair every day. Something pops up every day. Something good. And I'm fine. So you know what? I said, you know what? Maybe it's just the weight. Maybe it's just the weight. I don't know. The change of hormones because of the weight. I have no idea. Like, honestly. But sorry that I'm rambling. That's me. I go from one thing I'm talking about to something totally different. But anyway, that's what, you know, what's going on with me. So I was not always like this. When I was a teenager, I was size what that means, 0, right? Then when I went into like young adult, I was 1. I weighed 110, I think it was 110. 110. Well, I'm not saying I want to be 110, believe me. If I be 110 right now, I'm gonna look crazy, because you know your bone structures, everything shifts when you have babies and stuff like that. But I just want to be the size I'm supposed to be at my age and my height, you know, to be able to be healthy. That's the main thing. Like, honestly, I always say, like, happiness and health and being healthy is like the best thing that you can have in like life. If you don't have your health, it's just, how do you function? And if you don't have happiness, like, how do you function too? So it's just craziness. But yeah, so I was not always big like this. And then when I gave birth to my first child, I was fine. Yeah, I went from a 1 to a 10, but I was still looking fine. I was still looking good. I thought I was fine. And my second child, same thing. I don't feel like I gained any weight. My third child, I think I was fine, whatever. And it was just like afterwards, like I don't even remember like how long afterwards that I gave birth to my third child, that I got big. Like, it's just, I feel like it's just like a blur. Like a blur. Like, I don't know how I got from that point to this point right here. I'm meaning throughout the years, you understand? I don't know how I got to, you know, because I was, what is it? When I went to the academy, I was 214. 2 freaking 14. I remember trying to do the JST, like the very first time that they make you do the JST, because I'm a school safety, right? So I remember, and I'm like, I see everybody running and pushing and pulling, and I'm like, oh my to the freaking Lord. There is no way that I'm gonna be able to pass this. Like, there's no way. I'm like, I'm too heavy. I'm too heavy. And then my turn came, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it all I got. I'm gonna give it all I got, because I remember I used to love to run. Used to love to run. When I would run, it was like if I was like in a fantasy world. Okay, because I would just picture like I'm running through the forest and all these things. So I loved running at one point in my life. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it all I got. And I'm like, oh shit. They're like, come on. And I'm like, oh shit, oh, I can do it. And then they were like, okay. And I was like, I feel like the hardest part was the running, but the hardest part was the stairs. Those stairs. Going up and down those stairs. But anyway, so I passed it. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. Like, whatever. Even though they give you less time. I mean, they give you more time when you're doing the JST the very first time, and then when you're in the academy, they give you another one, and it's less time. So I went to the academy. I was just like, I cried every day. Every day. I hated the gym sessions. I hated it. It was like I couldn't catch up with nobody. I was the one, you know, the one that's in the back, boom, 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 in the back, and they were like, oh, get out, and run the opposite way. That was me. But yes, that was me. But I never gave up. I was the one outside, but I would run, and I'm like, okay, at my own pace. And I'm puffing and puffing, my legs are trembling, and I'm dripping, and I'm like, I'm about to pass the hell out. But I did it. Now, I never got to the, as a matter of fact, I'm not lying. I had two co-workers that actually helped me. One by helping me with one arm, the other one helped me with one arm. And they made me run with them, and I made it for 2 laps. Which was good. I was like, oh my god. And you know, and after that I felt so good and bad at the same time. And I'm like, I can't. Like, how am I gonna be a school safety if I can't even run? Like, I was like, I can't even, like, this is, you know. But then again, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? If you weren't good enough, you wouldn't be right here. Okay. And it doesn't matter that you can't keep up with people. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep going and you pass it and you do what you have to do, then you'll be good. So I went to the academy. I only lost 10 pounds in the academy. That's all I did was lose 10 pounds. When I was in the cafeteria, I couldn't eat what I wanted to eat because one of the gym instructors, I'm not even gonna say who, used to come around and check everybody's food, make sure everybody was eating right. So I was like, I am not getting in trouble. I'm gonna eat healthy. But then when I got home, it's whatever, you know. So that was why I only lost 10 pounds. But when I came out, I was like, what? I was like, oh yes, right? And my husband all proud of me and stuff like that. You did it. But yeah, so then it went on like that, and they put me in a very crazy high school, and I didn't have time to like gulp like massive amounts of food. So I was good. I was like 185, 190, like that, back and forth. So I still felt like I was big, but I felt good. So I was like, okay, this is not hard. It's fine. I'll be good. So then they switched me to a PS school. What do you do in a PS school? You sit. And once in a while, when there's a fight, you go blah, 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 and you be like, what the hell's going on? But most of the time, you sit. And then the quarantine happened. Ta-da! And the COVID. Ta-da! So then it was like sit all day long in a hot school with your coworkers, because they put extra coworkers in there to make everything distribute evenly, so we won't get sick or get each other sick. So it was like, okay, what you gonna order? And I'm like, nothing. They're like, well, what you gotta eat? Nothing. I'm just eating, I'll eat the school food. No, it's okay. Come on, there's a shrimp Alfredo. And I'm like, shrimp Alfredo? Yeah, no. No, girl. You be a right girl. You're not big. What are you talking about? I'm not big. Okay. And then it was like, from then on, it was like, okay, eat, and eat. And once I know it, I'm like, let me go. Well, then the pains started really getting really intense, and then I started getting physically sick. Like my allergies came back, and my hair was falling out more, and just sick. It's like, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't feel like I'm old, and I don't have a disease, or like, why am I feeling this way? Like, obviously it's because I gained a whole bunch of weight. And I said, let me check myself. Girl, I checked myself. I was like, you serious? I'm talking to the scale. I'm like, how the hell? There must be something wrong with you, because I don't understand how I got from I think that time I was 190 to 200 something. Like, I don't even understand that. How does that happen? Like, you must be, there's something this month. Did somebody change the batteries on this, or like, what's going on? Somebody broke it? Because that's not, no. But yes. So then I was looking through YouTube, and I was looking at weight loss journeys, and I love all those ladies and the men, and that they do these weight loss journeys or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, like, some of these people like have it way worse than me. They did it. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking, whatever. All of a sudden I get this little signal, little alert, and I'm like, oh shit. I look at it, I was like, holy crap. I was like, there was this YouTube girl that I used to watch back in the days, right? And she came back after 3 years, and I always used to DM her. I'm like, oh, it's good, because she used to say to her people, to her followers, that she was in I think she's an army vet, or I think, excuse me if I said it wrong, I don't know, an army or marine vet, right? And she was in awesome shape or whatever. And then she got married, and then her weight started creeping up or whatever. And so she did a YouTube channel, and she tried to lose weight, and she did. And then I guess, I don't know, with the depression, anxiety, she just went, you didn't see her for 3 years. And then she just came back, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I was like, oh, like, I used to DM her, be like, you're gonna be okay, come back, blah blah. And there's mad people telling her, come back for years. So I get an alert. I'm like, oh my god, so I looked through the thing. I'm like, oh my god, like, you actually bad, And she's like, I'm gonna do it, and this time, I don't care about what anybody has to say, and my journey is my journey. I can't compare myself to anybody else's journey. I can't compare myself to, like, oh, we did the same thing, but you're losing weight and I'm not. It's not like, everybody's body is different. You're gonna lose weight in different times, different ways. Some people lose 10 pounds and are the same weight, lose 10 pounds, both of y'all, and look totally different. Why? Because the measurements. Some people lose weight differently, and they look different on their bodies. So you can't be like, oh, all depressed because she lost weight and you're like still looking the same. Your time will come. It just takes dedication. It takes motivation. It takes all of you guys to help us get motivated and give us tips. Tips are welcome in this channel. Motivation is welcome in this channel. Any negative comments, it's not gonna happen in this channel. Okay, so it's just like I'm here to give love, motivation, receive love and motivation, right? Because that's what we need more in this world right now, especially with everything that's going on. You know, there is no color, there's only love, and we have to be able to give more of that out there so things can change, you know. So yeah, that's what this channel is about. And if you want to follow me, you can subscribe to this channel and make sure you click the little bell so you could get the alerts when I do my videos, so you could be like, so you could come with me through this journey, and hopefully together we can like grow and, you know, get healthy, you know, and hopefully by if school opens we could be better than we was before, and you know, we'd be good and healthy. So like I said, everyone's welcome to follow me, and all tips are welcome. And just remember to spread the love and be kind to you know, to each other. Be kind, and you know, look out for each other. We need to look out for each other. We really need to stand up for each other. We need to not just stand by, you know, and wait for something to happen. We gotta make things happen, right? So I love you guys, and I see you next week. So I'll be posting every Friday. So it's gonna be starting weight, what I lost or what I gained, because I'm gonna keep it real. There might be times where I lose, there might be times where I gain. Can't predict it, right? But we can only work towards that goal of losing weight. So I see you next Friday. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Okay, my starting weight. Today is Monday, July 27, 2020. Really? Okay. And my weight is 210.1. Let's do this again. Tap. Maybe it's too glowy, but yeah. Yes, 210.1.